The world faces a demographic challenge of unprecedented scale. As the global population continues to rise, we are witnessing a strain on resources and ecosystems that is becoming increasingly difficult to manage. Global population is surging, straining resources and ecosystems. This surge is not just a number on a chart, it translates into real-world impacts that affect every aspect of our lives, from the food we eat to the air we breathe. Nowhere is this more evident than in Africa, where rapid population growth presents both immense challenges and unique opportunities. The continent's population is expected to double by 2050, adding over 1 billion people to its already bustling cities and rural areas. Understanding the dynamics of this growth is crucial for charting a sustainable future for Africa and the world. It's not just about numbers, it's about the quality of life and the ability of communities to thrive amidst these changes. The issue is not just about numbers, but about the delicate balance between population and resources. When this balance is disrupted, the consequences can be severe, affecting everything from food security to social stability. When population outstrips a region's carrying capacity, it leads to a cascade of problems. Overcrowded classrooms mean less individual attention for students, while traffic jams and long queues for resources become daily struggles for many. These include resource depletion, environmental degradation, poverty, unemployment, and social unrest. Deforestation and polluted rivers are just the tip of the iceberg, as the pressure on natural resources intensifies. Africa, with its burgeoning population and limited resources, stands at the forefront of this global challenge. The continent's young population is both a potential asset and a looming crisis depending on how these challenges are addressed. Addressing overpopulation is not about limiting human potential, it's about ensuring that every individual has the opportunity to thrive. This means investing in education, healthcare, and economic opportunities that can lift communities out of poverty. It's about creating a future where resources are managed sustainably, economies are prosperous, and societies are equitable. Renewable energy projects and urban gardens are examples of how innovation can lead to sustainable development. This requires a multifaceted approach, involving investments in education, healthcare, family planning, and economic development. By addressing these areas, we can create a more sustainable and equitable future for all. Community involvement and leadership are also crucial. Local leaders and organizations play a vital role in implementing and sustaining these initiatives, ensuring that they are tailored to the unique needs of their communities. Technological innovations can also make a significant difference. From advanced agricultural techniques to clean water projects and solar energy, technology offers solutions that can help manage resources more efficiently. Ultimately, the goal is to create thriving communities where people can live healthy, fulfilling lives. By addressing the challenges of overpopulation with a comprehensive and compassionate approach, we can build a better future for everyone. Africa is experiencing a population boom of historic proportions. This surge is unlike anything seen before, with millions of new lives being added each year. While global population growth rates have stabilized in many parts of the world, Africa stands out as an exception. In regions like Europe and North America, birth rates have declined, leading to aging populations. Africa's population continues to climb at an accelerated pace. This growth is driven by high fertility rates and improving healthcare, which has reduced infant mortality. This trend has profound implications not just for the continent, but for the entire world. The global community must pay attention to these changes and prepare for their wide-ranging effects. According to the United Nations, Africa's population is projected to double by 2050. This projection underscores the urgency of addressing the continent's developmental needs. This means that in just a few decades, Africa will be home to over 2 billion people. Such a massive population will transform the social, economic, and political landscape of the continent. This dramatic increase will place immense pressure on already strained resources and infrastructure. Cities will become more crowded, and the demand for basic services will skyrocket. The implications of this demographic shift are far-reaching. Education systems will need to expand rapidly to accommodate millions of new students, and agricultural practices will have to evolve to feed the growing population. A rapidly growing population will require massive investments in education, healthcare, housing, and job creation. Governments and private sectors must collaborate to build the necessary infrastructure. It will also have significant impacts on global migration patterns, resource consumption, and environmental stability. as people move in search of better opportunities, migration flows will increase, affecting countries around the world. Addressing these challenges effectively is crucial for ensuring a prosperous and sustainable future for both Africa and the world. Sustainable development projects and international cooperation will be key in managing this unprecedented growth. Several factors contribute to Africa's rapid population growth. This growth is not just a statistic, it is a complex interplay of various social, economic, and cultural elements that shape the continent's future. High fertility rates are a major driver, with many African countries having an average of 4 or more children per woman. This high fertility rate is influenced by a combination of traditional beliefs, economic conditions, and social expectations. This is partly due to cultural norms that value large families as well as limited access to family planning services and information. In many communities, having a large family is seen as a sign of prosperity and social status. Improved healthcare and sanitation have also contributed to population growth by reducing mortality rates, particularly among infants and children. Advances in medical technology and increased access to healthcare services have played a crucial role in this development. While this is a positive development, it has also resulted in a significant increase in the number of people entering reproductive age, further fueling population growth. This surge in the young population creates a ripple effect, impacting various sectors of society. This demographic trend has led to what is known as a youth bulge, with a large proportion of the population under the age of 25. This youth bulge is both a challenge and an opportunity for the continent. This presents both challenges and opportunities. On one hand, a young and vibrant population can drive innovation, entrepreneurship, and economic growth. Young people bring fresh ideas and energy which can be harnessed for national development. On the one hand, a young population can be a source of dynamism and economic growth. They can contribute to the labor force, start new businesses, and drive technological advancements. On the other hand, it also means that there will be a huge demand for jobs, education, and healthcare, which could overwhelm existing systems. If these needs are not met, it could lead to high unemployment rates, social unrest, and increased poverty levels. Therefore, it is crucial for governments and policymakers to invest in education, healthcare, and job creation to harness the potential of this young population and ensure sustainable development for the future. Section 4: Strained Resources, Hunger, Thirst, and Depletion. As Africa's population explodes, so too does the demand for essential resources. Food, water, and land are becoming increasingly scarce, leading to competition, conflict, and environmental degradation. The agricultural sector, already struggling to meet current needs, faces the daunting task of feeding a rapidly growing population. Climate change is exacerbating the situation, with droughts and floods becoming more frequent and severe. This is pushing millions of people into hunger and poverty. Water scarcity is another pressing issue. Many parts of Africa are already facing severe water shortages, and the situation is only going to worsen as the population grows and climate change takes hold. Competition for water resources is likely to intensify, potentially leading to conflict and displacement. Section 5: The Crushing Weight of Unemployment. One of the most pressing challenges facing Africa is the lack of job opportunities, particularly for its burgeoning youth population. With millions of young people entering the workforce every year, existing economies are struggling to keep pace. The formal sector is unable to absorb the vast numbers of job seekers, leading to widespread unemployment and underemployment. This has fueled poverty, social unrest, and migration, both within and outside the continent. Addressing this crisis requires a multi-pronged approach, including investments in education and skills training, promoting entrepreneurship and small business development, and creating a more conducive environment for foreign investment. Failure to do so will have dire consequences not just for Africa, but for the world. Section 6: Education and Healthcare, a struggle to keep up. Education and healthcare systems in many African countries are already stretched thin, and the rapid population growth is exacerbating the situation. Overcrowded classrooms, a shortage of qualified teachers, and limited access to essential medicines and healthcare facilities are just some of the challenges facing the continent. Without adequate investment in these vital sectors, it will be impossible to provide quality education and healthcare to the growing population. This will have a ripple effect on all aspects of society, limiting human potential and hindering economic growth. Investing in education and healthcare is not just a moral imperative, it is also a smart economic strategy. A healthy and educated population is essential for a productive workforce and a thriving economy. It is also crucial for breaking the cycle of poverty and promoting social progress.